Hey everybody, it's Terry McConnell. Some of you guys may know who I am, others may not. I am the owner of Regenesis Skin Studio, located here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm also an educator for Alaskan Medical Skincare Systems, as well as Corium Corrective 360, which is a new skincare line that's going to be launching very soon, which I'm very excited about. So the upcoming video that I'm going to be doing for you is an educational video or tutorial or whatever you want to call it for the Opti Peel. Some of you have already purchased this and you're excited to use it, but you're not quite sure how to use it properly. I've had a little bit of feedback from people just a little confused on the technique that I've talked to you guys about, and so obviously watching is always going to be better than just telling somebody on a phone call. So I'm hoping and praying that this video is going to be a good guide for you guys and help a lot. Also wanted to mention that the Opti Peel going forward is going to be called the Opti Resurfacing treatment, and because the line hasn't launched yet, now is a really good time to go ahead and make name changes if they're going to be made. And the Opti Peel term was confusing some people because of the word peel that's in it. A lot of times we hear that word peel and we think peel, chemical peel and all of that, and that's not what this is. So in order to just cut down on confusion, we decided to go ahead and change that name. So there's that. So before I get started with this video, I wanted to just mention a couple of things to you guys that is super important to get the best benefit from this product. So the first thing is that you want to make sure that that skin is incredibly clean. You need to cleanse your client thoroughly. They don't should not have anything else on their skin before starting your treatment. No additional serums, no anything. Those can come later. You can follow up with serums at the end of the treatment before you send your client home. But during treatment or at the start of the treatment, nothing on that skin. So you're going to cleanse them. You can do a microdermabrasion, you can dermaplane, which I do a lot. You could do a hydrofacial or whatever. Now, if you do a hydrofacial, I know that involves infusing serums and whatever. There cannot be anything else on the skin. It needs to be done on clean, dry skin. That's very important. So just be aware of that. And so get that skin good and clean. The next thing is your movements, and you're going to see that in the video, and I'm going over that a lot in the video about those fingertips, but you want to use your fingertips. We are not doing a facial. This is a treatment, and we're not going to be doing a lot of massaging here. This is a treatment. You're using your fingertips, very quick movements to manipulate that product and achieve what we're trying to achieve. I've got some notes here, so I just wanted to make sure that I'm going over everything with you guys. This is a very informal video, you guys, because, well, that's just how it is right now. Let's see. Went over getting that skin really clean. It's got to be very dry, no water on the skin, anything like that. So very clean, very dry. No massaging, talked about that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, you guys. Yeah, gloves. Let me talk about gloves for a second, just really quickly. I know a lot of you are very adamant about wearing gloves. I get it. I wear gloves in my practice too when it's necessary. If I'm dermaplaning, if I'm microneedling, anything that is more invasive, or I feel like I'm going to come in contact with any blood or anything like that, I understand gloves. Otherwise, I don't wear them. So if you insist on wearing gloves during this treatment, you've got to get very fitted gloves, like second skin gloves. I actually did a video about gloves that fit really snug, and I love them in the Educated Esthetician Forum. And if any of you want to know about those and what brand that is, I can tag you in that video if you just let me know. But your gloves have got to be very fitted. Skin on skin with this treatment is really the best, because you're using your fingertips and you really manipulating that product and working that product into the skin. So your fingertips are going to work best. So I just don't want to get into a glove debate with anybody. That goes on all the time on Facebook. It's boring. I'm tired of the glove debate, so I'm not going to have it with anybody. But just know, if you insist on wearing gloves, that's okay, but you better make sure they're really fitted, or this is not gonna be a good treatment for you. So you've got to make sure that they're super fitted so that you can really work on that skin. So I think that's it, you guys. I know you're gonna love this, and I hope after watching the video you're gonna learn a lot about the Opti Peel or the Opti Resurfacing treatment. And I'm really excited about this product. I've been using it for about a year in my practice. My clients love it, and it's fabulous if you nano or use a Regenerate. There's going to be a video coming later in the week where you're going to be shown how to do it manually without a device. Because I know not all of you have one, and so you may be doing it manually from the get-go, and that's okay. You can do that. So that's going to be a different video. I won't be doing that one. There will be someone else that's going to be doing that, and I'll be posting that here on this YouTube channel. So for the purposes of today, we're just doing the nano and working that product into the skin, and I'm showing you how to do all that, and hopefully this is going to be a great thing for a lot of you, and you're going to get a lot out of it so that you can go on into your practice and use this product and love it, and your clients are going to love it, and everything's good. So that's the goal, and I think that's it, you guys. You all know how to reach me. You're welcome to Facebook message me. This is a closed YouTube channel, so I don't care to give out my cell phone number. It's 704-839-3362. If anybody needs to text message me or call me for help, I'm happy to provide that. Because it's a great product, and I want everybody to love it and enjoy it and know what they're doing with it. So we're going to get started with the video, and I hope it helps you a lot, and I look forward to getting your feedback. Thanks a bunch, you guys, and we're going to carry on with the video. Bye-bye.
Recording.
The way that you know, you guys, if you're using enough product is when you put it on that skin, it should feel like it's gonna run, but it doesn't run. But you almost feel like it's gonna run down their face, but it doesn't. So what she's feeling right now, I know, is she's feeling a tingle, because this is kind of like an icy hot sensation at first. So you feel it. Your client gets comfortable pretty quickly. I mean, it's not anything uncomfortable. It's not like putting a TCA or something on their skin like that. But they definitely feel a sensation from this, kind of like a menthol, icy hot kind of sensation. So I'm going to start to nano this in, and you can see I've just put it on one section of the face. And I'm just using very light pressure, not pressing, you know, hard into her skin. If you guys are using a Regenerate, I know you're taught to do that crosshatch pattern where you're doing small sections like this and then kind of like this, right? And going back and forth in that crosshatch pattern. With this, I'm not so much worried about that. I just want to get that product into the skin. So I think I've done a pretty good job of that here. So what I do is just cut my device off. I'm going to take my fingertips and I'm just going to kind of go ahead and just work that in a little bit. Notice I'm not massaging, I'm not doing all this. I'm just taking my fingertips and working it in a little bit. Just kind of getting that in. And then I'm going to move on to the next section. Same thing again here. I'm using a cup and a fan brush. I was initially, when I first started using this product about a year ago, I was just pouring it out into my hand, but I felt like I was, didn't have good control of my usage. So I started using this cup and a fan brush so I could have more control over the amount that I was using, and it just helped save on my product. And you may want to, or you're probably noticing Kim just looks a little red. So I dermaplaned her first. And Kim has reactive skin, so she goes red easy. So it is not this Opti peel that is making her red. She's already red. And her skin will calm down just fine in a little bit. She's just very reactive and she has a little rosacea. So not a big deal. You don't have to worry about that. And again, I'm just taking my fingertips and I'm just kind of working that in, not massaging. I'm just using very quick movements with my fingertips and working that in. And listen, guys, this is important as well about gloves. So I've talked to some of you on the phone and I've said I don't want to have the glove debate with anybody. If you guys wear gloves, it's totally fine. I personally wear gloves when I need to. If I'm doing anything where it's possible for me to come in contact with any blood or anything like that, I dermaplane with gloves. Peels, some of the more invasive treatments I do. Anytime gloves are absolutely necessary, I wear them. Something like this, I need skin on skin. Those fingertips are really important on this skin and having that friction. So I don't wear them. If you choose to wear gloves, it's really important that you have gloves that are very fitted because you need to be able to work that product in properly and have that skin on skin effect. So you need very fitted gloves for that. If you guys don't know where to get very fitted, you know, super fitted gloves, I can help you there. I've got a company that I use that I like. Kim, if you would, I'm just gonna have you turn your head just a little bit. That's perfect. So again, I understand with your Regenerate, you're normally doing a crosshatch pattern. And you can certainly do that with this, but I would make more passes than you normally would with another serum or whatever that you're using, because you want to push this into the skin. It's just going to help cut down on the amount of work that you have to do later. So I'll go back over here and work this in a little bit more. And get a little bit more product. And I go back and forth, so I'm working this in, fingertips, quick movements, medium pressure. I'll go back and I'll work this a little bit more. Okay, so Jason, can you zoom in a little bit so they can see? I've got some more work to do, but can you guys see the skin that's starting to roll up there? Is that visible in the camera? Mm-hmm. So you can see there's some here. It's not a ton yet, and it may not be. We'll just see what we get, but that's starting to come up, and that's what we want to see. So, Jason, if you'll come around here. So you can see it there as well. Put just a little bit more product in my cup for finishing up here, finishing up her on her forehead. And any excess I've got, I just kind of go back over, and I'm not going to waste it. So I've got a little left, so I'm just going to put it around. I've got some excess on my brush. So may as well just use it all, right? Not waste. So we're just gonna put it there. Then I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna work it in down here where we just did our nano. Okay, can you come around this side?
Mm-hmm.
So, can you get in on that skin coming up there? medium pressure, quick movements with your fingertips. I'm not massaging, I'm not doing all of this stuff, just quick movements with our fingertips. This is a treatment. This is not a fluff facial, it's treatment. So look at all that. Hey guys, can you see all that? I don't see how they could not see all that. It's a lot of skin coming up there. A lot. Now above the lip, I get it, it's kind of hard to do all that above the lip because it's such a small area. So just do the best you can there. Just kind of work it as much as you can. I'll sometimes just kind of take my fingertips and do quick little movements like that. Chin can be a little challenging too, which you can usually make it work okay. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and do this on the forehead. And again, guys, there's no rhyme or reason to my motions here. Well, there's a reason. No, I'm not being very, I don't know, I guess the word's methodical about what I'm doing here. I just want to get that product into the skin. That's my goal. And by the way, your client is very comfortable during this. It feels good. Does it feel good, Kim?
Yes.
So there may be times, you guys, where you're doing this and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm pulling their face off and they've got to hate this. No, they don't. They love it. Mm-hmm. They love it. It feels good. And this Opti Peel feeds and nourishes that skin so beautifully with all those minerals and vitamins that's in here. So you can see I'm getting some on the forehead and on the nose. And you see quick movements. Again, I get it. I talked about this a minute ago. Above the lip might be a little bit hard to do those full movements, so you can just take one or two of your fingers and do quick movements there. Chin, kind of challenging too, same thing. I'll kind of go back and forth. And look at all this skin. That's what we want to see. Now, guys, there's going to be clients that you're going to get more than others. It's okay. You know, you don't have to get this much on everybody. The way that you know that you're done is that skin just kind of stops lifting now. You're just kind of through. I just kind of know when I'm done, and you will too once you get used to this product. She's good. So will you just kind of walk around and you can kind of do a close-up? Told you guys this was informal. Just kind of a close-up of everything and how much skin we got off of there and their nose and all, and then around this side too, honey, please. Thank you. Okay, so I feel like I'm at a pretty good space here. I'm accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Pretty happy with everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cleanse her and get this off. I left her eye makeup on her, guys, so she's got church picnic, so she was nice enough to come in for me on a Sunday and do this for me. So the least I could do was leave her eye makeup alone so she doesn't have to do her mascara again, because us girls know how long it takes to do mascara. So okay, and then I'm just gonna get warm towel here, and I'm just gonna so when I'm done with her, I'm just gonna finish her with whatever I deem appropriate. I'll probably put a C serum on her because she's getting ready to go back outside and finish up her day. So I'll put an antioxidant on her or something and an SPF and send her on her way. You guys could incorporate LED with this, or
Do you want the camera on you?
no, not right now, no. You could incorporate LED with this, or I don't know what some of you guys are using in your practices, but you know, you can incorporate other things, finish with whatever serums you deem appropriate, and they'll be good to go. I dermaplaned her first, like I told you guys. You don't have to do that. It's just what I choose to do. I do a lot of dermaplaning in my practice. My clients love it. So I do a lot of that. I incorporate it into most everything I do. You don't have to. I know some of you don't dermaplane, and that's okay. You could do a microderm first. You could do some kind of enzyme first if you wanted to, I suppose. Got a little... Go. You know, whatever other means of exfoliation you guys do in your practice. If you've got a hydrofacial or a jet clear or whatever means of exfoliation you do, you could totally do that first. And then you could do this treatment. skin feels like a baby's butt. How does it feel, Kim?
Feels good. Feels very good.
Very good, she said. So that is the Opti Peel treatment that is going to change names and be called the Opti Resurfacing treatment. And so that's that. I hope this has helped you guys somewhat with how to do this, how to utilize those. You can put it on me for a second, honey. How to utilize those, your fingertips in this treatment, and those movements and how quickly you need to make those, how much product to use. I hope this has all helped you a little bit so that you can see, and you can see how much skin you get off of there. So it's a brilliant product, and it's a great treatment for your clients. So I hope this has helped. You can let me know if you have any questions. You guys can text me or Facebook message me anytime, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.